Hello everyone, my name is Professor D.D. Mohite from Civil Engineering Department, JSPM, Narre Technical Campus. So in this part, we are going to conduct a very important experiment, and that is dissolved oxygen, that is DO content. So for that, what we require is, we require a 300 ml BOD bottle as a sample. I have taken already a water sample in this. For this, we are going to find out the dissolved oxygen. Again, we require a conical flask plus chemicals. We require sodium thiosulfate of 0.025 normal, that for the burette, for the titration. We require manganese sulfate. Again, we require alkali iodide azide. Then we require concentrated sulfuric acid and starch indicator. Okay, so these are the chemical requirement. So I have taken this water sample in BOD bottle. The airtight cap is already I have provided. So in this particular water sample, we are going to add 2 ml of manganese sulfate, 2 ml of alkali iodide azide, and 2 ml of concentrated sulfuric acid. So let us start the procedure. First, I will open the cap and I will add manganese sulfate. This is the 2 ml pipette. So I am going to add 2 ml of manganese sulfate. We need to see properly the bubble or the level. Make sure that your pipette must be completely inside in the water, and then slowly you have to take out. Again, immediately we need to add alkali iodide azide, 2 ml. Yes, completely we have to immerse, and immediately we have to put the cap. The PPT will form well after immediately adding the alkali iodide azide. So we need to settle down this PPT, and after that we have to add 2 ml of concentrated sulfuric acid. So you can see here the PPT is formed, brown PPT is formed, as you can see here. One point is required to notate here is, if this brown PPT will not form in your water sample or wastewater sample, that indicates there is an absence of oxygen. So for the oxygen, if oxygen is present, that means this brown PPT must be formed. Okay? Now we will add 2 ml of concentrated sulfuric acid. The bulb is required. Make sure that your pipette is dry. It is used for. Okay, now we have to add 2 ml of concentrated sulfuric acid. Yes. Slowly we have to take out the pipette and put the cap in. Now we have to stir this to dissolve this PPT. As you can see, the PPT is dissolved. So this color indicates there is a presence of oxygen, that is dissolved oxygen. Now in burette, I have already taken a sodium thiosulfate having the normality 0.025, which is already standardized. Now we have to take 200 ml of this particular sample. in conical flask. So I'm just going to measure 200 ml of this sample. Yes, so this is a 200 ml sample. I'm going to take this in conical flask. Now for this test we have to use starch as an indicator. Starch I have already prepared here. So 2 ml of starch I'm going to add. So 2 ml of starch indicator. So after adding the starch, the color will be dark blue. Let us check out. See here. This is the dark blue color. Now we are going to titrate with sodium thiosulfate, and the end point will be dark blue to colorless. So you can see here, drop wise we are adding and we are stirring. Okay, so end point will be colorless, dark blue to colorless. See, I am adding drop wise simultaneously. We have to stir it properly. See, here color is slowly getting diluted. Can we say this as a colorless? We will add 1 or 2 drops more. Yes. Can we say this as a colorless? Yes, this is a colorless. So color is changed from dark blue to colorless. And you can see here our reading is around 4.5 or 4.4. 4.4 is our reading. So let us see here how can we found. So dissolved oxygen can be found as a burette reading, that is 4.4 multiplied by normality of thiosulfate, that is 0.025 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 1000. This is the oxygen's atomic molecular weight divided by ml of sample, that is 200 ml sample. So if you closely see this calculation, 0.025 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 1000, this will come around 200. So 200 will get cancelled and your reading will be 4.4 ml. So this is the this 4.4 multiplied by 0.025 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 1000 divided by ml of sample. So this calculation will come around 4.4 milligram per liter. So your dissolved oxygen content in the sample is 4.4 milligram per liter. So in this simple way we can find out the dissolved oxygen. This test is very important for water treatment as well as wastewater treatment, because the quality of water is mostly dependent upon the dissolved oxygen. As water is more pure, the oxygen content will be higher. So in this way we can find out the efficiencies of the different treatment units, and most importantly dissolved oxygen test is a basis for BOD test. That is most important. In the next coming sessions we will find out the BOD of water. In that BOD test this dissolved oxygen is required to find out. Thank you.